Hello. It's been a minute. I am feeling called to do a collective reading today. Um, I believe we're just going to stick with oracle cards. I'm not going to use the tarot cards, but we'll see where spirit guides me. First up, I want to call in who the collective is. And so to do that, I'm actually using archetype cards. These are not oracle cards, but I do feel that the archetypes can help me call in who the collective is that I'm reading for. So, wow, but they don't want to cooperate at the moment. Okay, let's see what we've got. Ooh. So, if you are somebody who's really feeling called to serve humanity, it's the Messiah card. So, you could really feel called to serve humanity and do so without needing any kind of acknowledgement. You may also sometimes feel like you're the only one who can actually save humanity. That's a shadow aspect of it. But truly, you feel called to help humanity. So I really honestly see this as being people who might be Aquarius or have strong Aquarius placements. Because Aquarius really is a humanity zodiac sign. And also Virgo. Virgo is very service oriented. So it could be that. We also have the magical child. I love this. So if you are full of hope and optimism, you no matter what comes up, you see the benefits. You see a way through. You, especially in a time of crisis, you're the shining light. You believe in unicorns and fairies and all of that fun stuff. But also, you can flip to the other side and really get drained. When you lose your hope, you may be very pessimistic. You may, and then you go into the other thing of miracles don't exist. But for the most part, you really truly do believe in the magic of life. And then we also have the nature child. So somebody who is really drawn to nature. It could be nature, it could be animals, any of that stuff. The flip side of that is abusing animals or not caring about the environment. There's always the flip side, right? We have the light and the shadow. So this is not a judgment thing. It's just if you resonate as these are parts of you, this reading could be for you. I'm feeling like we need one more card to help call in this collective. Let's see. One more card. Maybe not. Oh. Interesting. I got two more cards on that. We have the servant. So again, that service is coming up. So very service-oriented people. You truly take delight in helping others. So this could be somebody that's actually a professional helper, you know, a nurse, a doctor, policeman, fireman, something like that. Anybody that works within the service industry, the hospitality industry, that could be you. And you also might sometimes use the lack of money as an excuse to not move forward in life, because investing in yourself doesn't feel good to you, but you do deserve it. And then we have the Fool. I love that, the Fool. So you have no problem helping people laugh. Finding it kind of goes really well with the magical child, but you can see the absurdity in life. You can see the hypocrisy, but it doesn't. But you can help others laugh at it. Okay, you're the comedian. You're the jester in the crowd. But you also have to be careful not to use your humor to hurt others. So And also, it's also tied to emotions. So don't deny your own emotions. You are you do that, but you're also really good at helping reveal emotions. So if this resonates with you as to this is who you are, this reading may very well be for you. Okay, so let's move into the theme and what we need to tell this collective that is believes in magic, that is all about serving humanity, that is in love with nature and animals and the environment, and who also loves to laugh. If that is you, then let's check it out. Okay, so the theme we have running right now, we've got dragon, which is all about power. Eagle spirit, which is about freedom. Wizard of the Woods, which is about focus. And Phoenix, which is about transmutation. So I really feel like this is a time where you are stepping into your power. You may be coming off of a time that you are feeling actually powerless, but that's an illusion. You have the power, but I don't want to dismiss if you have been truly feeling powerless, because this is going to help you figure out how to step into your power. Because your power comes from your light within. That desire you have to serve others, that's where your power is. That magic that you believe in, that's where your power is. You really are meant to be a beacon to this world, to share your light. The eagle spirit and freedom. I'm loving this because down in the corner of this is the Pegasus, and that's bringing in the magic of life. And I feel like that's your key to experiencing the freedom that you were seeking, is to believe once again in the magic of life. Also, I'm hearing part of your freedom needs to be about rising above. We are in currently the state of the world is in a little bit of chaos, or at least in my corner of the world. I don't know about you, but there's a lot of chaos. And sometimes when we are in that chaos, we need to rise above in order to see the solutions. So you need to rise above the chaos to find the freedom and the solutions within the situations. Wizard of the Woods, the focus. More magic. Okay? We're really pulling in the magic today because we just pulled the wizard. But it's not just any wizard, it's the Wizard of the Woods. So remember, we had that magical child and the nature child. So it really is pulling in that magic, pulling in the magic of nature, because nature can show us everything we need. It is a language all of its own, and it truly does represent the cycles of life. It shows us how we can communicate. It shows us how we can truly rise above. But we need to focus, not get distracted. The chaos that keeps coming up in this, that is our distraction. So when we focus on what is real, what is true, that's where the magic happens. And I know that sounds a little contradictory. The magic, I'm talking about believing in unicorns and fairies and seeing through the illusion. I know that sounds contradictory, but magic is real. It is real. And the right collective understands this. So don't let the chaos be what distracts you from tapping into your own power, into your own magic, because that's what's going to help you be that beacon of light to help the world. And we end with the Phoenix and transmutation. So that really is what you're here to do. It's another rising above. We have the eagle that rises above in order to see the bigger picture. The phoenix also rises. It rises from the ashes. So when all that chaos has been burned to the ground, you are able to rise above. You are able to transmute that chaos into power. You are able to transmute the disbelievers into believing. We are in a cycle of death and rebirth right now. We really are. So much is shifting. So this is your time to shine. This is your time to rise from the ashes and truly show the world your magnificence. This is exciting. This is really exciting. So that's the theme. Let's get a little bit more into detail. All right. So first off, with the power, I only one carded. We've got retreat. It's the spirit guardian of winter. And what I'm hearing with that is taking the time. You have to recharge yourself. You have to give yourself time to recharge. And part of being powerful is having that wisdom of knowing when to act. Is this a time for you to take action, or is it a time for you to gather, to rest, retreat, and reevaluate, and really give yourself the time you need to build your resources up so that you can truly step forward into your power? There's something else there. It's not quite coming to me. Hopefully it'll come out as we progress. With the eagle spirit and the freedom, we have the earth spirit, which is stability. So we really are calling on nature right now. It's interesting. Sometimes we need that stability to truly feel free. Yeah, I'm feeling that you are seeking that stability in order to experience the freedom that you need. And I'm getting that being able to look at what nature has to teach us is part of how you're going to find your stability. So, and I don't feel it's necessarily about being able to be self-sustained, but maybe it is. Being able to rely on the earth for your own sustenance. But really being able to go with the flow of nature. That's more what this is. It's about being able to, especially coming off of the spirit guardian of winter and retreat, because that's a time to rest. It's a time to recharge. The earth is telling you, follow the seasons. And to really understand the magic of nature. Understand things like fractals. Understand how nature communicates. You know, if you understand mushrooms and trees and how they all communicate. Because there is a wholeness in one within the whole. So when one experiences, it all experiences. When one is hurting, especially with like trees and mushrooms, these are not the only parts, but and not all trees, but I'm not super educated in this, so bear with me as I'm trying to translate the message that I'm getting. But When one is hurting, the whole goes towards what is hurting to try and heal it. So the message I'm getting is when you heal yourself, it's going to help heal the whole. And that's part of your power. That's part of your beacon of light that you are bringing to the world. So beautiful. Don't stop believing. I keep hearing that. Don't stop believing. Don't stop believing in yourself. Don't stop believing in the magic of life. And don't stop believing in what you are creating, in what you desire, in what you are seeking, especially through that freedom and stability. Next up with the focus, we have acceptance. Acceptance can be really hard. And I know there's a saying in the 12-step community about acceptance is key. Sometimes we have to accept where we are in order to move forward. I'm hearing when you are constantly looking behind yourself, you can't see the treasures that are in front of you. So quit looking at the past. Quit looking too far into the future. Look at what is right here with you. Accept what is happening right now. It doesn't mean it has to be what you're going to be in tomorrow, but you have to accept your present moment, because if you don't accept that, you can't move forward because you're fighting something that's not there. When you accept where you're at, you're no longer fighting and you're eliminating that friction. It doesn't mean you have to stay there. You just have to accept the energy that you are currently in. When you do that, you're going to be able to have more focus. Okay. Which is, remember, seeing past the chaos, seeing past the illusion of the chaos. Isn't it funny that we have to accept the chaos in order to see past the chaos? We have to accept the chaos in order to accept that it is the illusion and not reality. Almost contradictory there, isn't it? A little funny. Then moving on to that Phoenix and transmutation, we have the ancient oak spirit, strength. You know what's beautiful is when I said that, I saw the roots of the tree going down into the earth and really anchoring. And at the same time, the branches coming up and reaching for the heavens. And as that happened, I saw the phoenix rising. The oak spirit stands in its truth. Okay. It is rooted in truth. It's not going to sway. It knows, it is authentic. It knows who it is, and it's not going to change that for anybody. Authenticity is important. That is where you're going to find your strength. Being true to yourself. Okay? The ashes, what has burned that is allowing you to rise, what you are transmuting, is the illusion of who you're not. I'm not, I'm not manipulative. It's like, here's something, that saying about you can't expect a fish to climb a tree. You can't. Okay. So letting go of that expectation that if you're a fish, that you're meant to climb a tree. Okay. You have to let go of that, burn that to the ground in order for you to rise in who you truly are. Once you accept that you're a fish, you let go of the fact that you're going to be climbing a tree, you can then step into who you are authentically. You're not meant to climb a tree. You're meant to swim upstream. Okay? So does that make sense? So truly knowing who you are and standing in that truth, that's where you're going to find your strength. That's where you're going to be able to be your authentic self. That's how you're going to be able to transmute the energy and rise like the phoenix. Next up. Ooh, I love this one. Hummingbird Spirit Joy. This is with our power and our retreat card. I love the hummingbird because it moves around. It shares its joy, right? The hummingbird is beautiful. It's small. It flaps its wings faster than any other bird out there. And here's something about the hummingbird. Not only can it move forward, but it can fly backwards. Not all birds can do that. I don't know. The hummingbird might be the only one. It is able to move forward and backwards. It also has to take breaks. So I love that it's right under that retreat card, because this is telling you you need to find a balance. Okay. You will burn out your power if you're constantly going. You have to find balance. You have to find time for you to take those breaks so that you can continue to share your power. You can continue to share the joy. You can continue to share the love. That is very important for you. Find balance. Then under the freedom and earth spirit, we have, and the stability, we have bear spirit, which is healing. And I really feel like this isn't just healing for yourself. And I think I've dropped on step. I think I've touched on that. When you heal yourself, you heal those around you. Confirmation. Okay, this is confirmation. You're not just healing yourself here. You are healing those around you. You are healing ancestrally. And when you heal yourself, you're also healing your legacy, what you are leaving, those who are to come after you. Okay, next up with the back with the focus and the acceptance, we have the summer guardian, the spirit guardian of summer, and that's expansion. Okay, so we want to focus. Remember, eliminate that chaos. We need to accept where we are in order for us to move forward. Once we accept who we are, where we are, got corrected on that. Once we accept where we are, then we can expand. We have to accept, and then we can move forward. Okay? Then we can reap the fruits of our labor. That's what I'm hearing. Accept where you are, then you will be able to reap the fruits of your labor. Right? Because sorry. I guess that was it for that one. I need to stop there. Okay, not a problem. And then, oops. Ooh, with our phoenix, our transmutation, and our oak spirit of strength, we have the owl spirit of wisdom. I love these all together. And back again, I'm being drawn to being your authentic self. I was just having a conversation with somebody yesterday about how authenticity seems to be a very strong theme right now. People are really stepping into this. It isn't a time to pretend you're somebody that you're not. Remember, authenticity is where your strength is. Authenticity is also where your wisdom lies. Wisdom is knowledge into action, okay? You gain this knowledge, but when you put your knowledge and your experience into action, that is what creates wisdom, okay? You don't just know it, you've lived it. And when you are living your authentic truth, you're tapping into that wisdom, okay? I love that. I love that you have to tap into your authenticity in order to tap into your wisdom. All right, let's see. Do we have... Ooh, okay. Let's feel like we're going to do one more set, and then we're going to move. There we are. I did not expect this to be a super long one. I may be a little slow, but I hope I'm dropping some little trinkets of wisdom for you. Next up, with our power, our retreat, and our joy, we have the Daffodil Fairy, New Beginnings. And I really feel, and I think I kind of mentioned it back when I started talking about the power, you are stepping into your power. So this is a new, powerful you that you are stepping into. You really are finding your authentic self, new beginnings. So you may also have been shedding. Okay, we did go into the retreat, right? The winter. But you may be shedding the old, making room for the new. It's kind of, if you've been losing your circle of people, like all of a sudden you're finding that, hey, where are my people? I'm not as social as I used to be, or friends have moved away. It doesn't necessarily mean that you've had fallouts and like all these great things, but maybe you just don't have the circle of friends that you used to. Maybe your community has dwindled. Maybe you've moved somewhere and you don't know anybody. Whatever that is, this is new beginnings. You have shed the old so that you can make room for the new. And you are being told right now that the new beginnings are coming in. Okay. I feel like you really have gone through this long period of winter and spring is here. This is a confirmation that as you step into your power, a new world is blooming. Ooh, to our eagle spirit with freedom, our stability, our healing, we have the water spirit of manifesting dreams. And I love this. Right after the new beginnings, you're manifesting your dreams. You had to truly let go of so much because your dreams are so big. They're coming in for you. You are manifesting this. Don't lose sight of that. Don't lose hope of that. There truly is magnificence in your dreams, and you are manifesting them. But if you stop believing, okay, remember, we're bringing in that magic. Don't stop believing in the magic, because once you stop believing in the magic, you are not going to be able to manifest your dreams. So hold on to that magic. Keep doing the work that you're doing, because that is what is manifesting your dreams. Moving on to our focus, our acceptance, our expansion, we have the Raven Spirit, which is truth. Stand in your truth. That has popped up a few times. So yeah, this is confirmation. It's the authenticity, standing in your truth. You don't have to stand in anybody else's. So remember on this, we have to see past the illusion of the chaos and focus. We have to accept where we are in order to move forward, in order to experience that expansion. And once we do that, then we are standing in our truth. We have to stand in our truth in order to be our most authentic selves. And that authentic self is amazing. Remember, you are a service-oriented person. You are here to help change the world. You believe in the magic and you are connected to nature. This is who you are. This is your authentic self. And it is important for you to accept your truth and for you to stand in your truth. And the last card, I love it when this is the last card because it just is like an exclamation point to me. But it is the Secret Spring, which is success. This last little group is all about confirming that you are going to experience success. You may be experiencing success. but you get to reap the rewards. And again, I am being drawn to, you are a light in this world. So your success is also going to have that ripple effect. You're not just going to be a light for yourself, but you're going to be a light for others to also experience that success for themselves. And that success it's an individual success that affects the greater whole. So as we all step into our own authenticity, we are stepping into a greater success of oneness. Okay. So let's look at how do we do this. These cards kind of give us more step-by-step or more detailed information on what we need to do to make all of this happen. Woo! Guidance is golden. I love this, especially because, and I'm really feeling like your guidance is nature. You need to be out in nature because that's where you're going to find your guidance. Nature doesn't lie. Nature does not lie. The guidance that you will find by being out in nature is golden and it is authentic. You will also have people placed in your path to help you. I am being told it may not just be people, because we just talked about nature. It may be animals. It may be spirit. You may be very connected to spirit. Spirit is going to help guide you. Trust in that. Move forward. We've been talking about that. Move forward. So remember, we had to accept where we are in order for us to move forward. And again, I'm being told to repeat this. If you're constantly looking behind you, you cannot see the treasure that is right in front of you. So it isn't about looking on the past, especially if you've gone through a time of letting go. It's important for you to not get stuck on what you've lost or what you've let go of. It's important for you to look forward in order for you to move forward. I am also hearing that you could be literally moving. It could be that you're moving to gain new knowledge. So maybe an opportunity for schooling. It could be an opportunity for new on-the-job training. Maybe you're moving to a new place where you're going to have new experiences, new cultures. So if you have an opportunity to move, it would be extremely beneficial for you to consider that option and to really pay attention to that. I say that, and then the next card that comes out is listen. So many times when we have our own agenda on what we want to create or what we want to accomplish, we don't always listen. But remember, you are somebody that's very in tune with nature. And this keeps coming back up. So listen. And also, I'm being reminded you're also somebody that's very in tune with emotions. That was part of that Fool, that lightheartedness, but they also help us see our emotions, the truth of our emotions. So I'm hearing not only listen to guidance that's being given, listen to nature that is around you, listen to your body. The body always knows. Listen to your inner guidance system, okay? Place your hand on your heart. Is your heart feeling peace? If it's not, you need to keep moving forward. Keep peeling back the layers to find what is true for you. Listen to your gut. Is your gut saying, oh, that does not feel good? Okay. There is a gift in fear. Okay, our fear can warn us of things that are not for us. But also be cautious that you're not allowing fear to dictate your choices. Don't ever make a choice based in fear. Make a choice based in love. That's where the truth is. But your body knows. Your body knows. So listen to what your body is telling you. Nope. Too much. But we'll take the one that flipped up because I think that's the one we're supposed to do. Take the opportunity. And I love this because didn't I just say if an opportunity presents itself, you really need to consider it? So we just got that mapped out for us. An opportunity presents itself to you, go within, listen to what your body is telling you. And if it is saying yes, look past the fear, the illusion of fear. Okay. Find what's peaceful in your heart, even if your mind is going, that doesn't sound good. Check in with your heart, check in with your gut. If that is telling you yes, take the opportunity. Okay. Woo, I'm loving this because opportunities, when this card comes up, it's telling you that opportunities are going to present themselves. Okay, that's not the problem. The problem is you being able to take the opportunity to seize it. Keep the faith. A lot of times when you are on a journey of finding your authentic truth, your faith may waver. Keep the faith. Believe in yourself. Believe in the support that you have from the universe. The universe has your back. Hold on to that belief. That is where you will find your courage to keep moving forward, is through your faith. And engage trust. And I am, with that trust, I'm hearing again, that is dependent on that wisdom that you've gained. Okay, so it's about trusting yourself, trusting nature, trusting the universe, trusting something bigger than yourself. It can be challenging. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Engaging trust can be very challenging, but you are being assured. If you do everything I'm laying out for you, if you go into your body and listen, if you find your truth, if you stand in your own authenticity, trust is not going to be as hard as it's been maybe in the past for you. Do we have any more action steps? Let's see. Ooh. All right. We'll do these 3. Usually I don't do 3s, but we'll do these 3. Let's see what they have. Take action. And this goes along with the taking the opportunity, the moving forward. You get to take action. This isn't I'm hearing, okay, so there are horses on this, and I'm hearing wild horses. And what's triggering me is stepping into your heart space. Don't let fear dictate. It's that wild, free love that is coming out. And when you own that, when you don't try to let society dictate who you are, it's going to be easier to take the action. Be the wild horse. Be the wild rose. Be the wild whatever it is out there. Take action, regardless of what society is telling you. Study to know yourself. This goes back to the authenticity. Okay? Only you truly know who you are. People can give you what they see, but only you truly know who you are. So study that. Okay, maybe you're somebody who's going to get into astrology, or you already are. Maybe it's human design. Maybe it's destiny matrix. Maybe it's archetype work. Whatever it is, study to know yourself, because the more you understand your truth, the stronger you're going to be in standing in your truth and being your authentic self. And last but not least, we have set your intentions. What is your true intention? See, you need to know who you truly are in order to set true intentions. Set your intentions. That's also a big part of manifesting your dreams. Okay? Set your intentions, be very clear about it, because when you set your intentions, then the universe is a lot better at being able to help support you in that. So, what is it that you truly desire? What is it that you want to accomplish? You're somebody who's of service. You want to be of service. You want to help heal the world. Okay, set those intentions and let the universe support you in that. That's going to be a big part of where your transformation comes, where you're able to show the world your beauty, and where you're able to be the light. And maybe that is your intention, to be the light, to be the change you want to see in the world. If you set that intention, the universe is going to help you achieve it. So we're going to wrap this up. Next up is the angel cards. So the angel cards will give us any messages that I may have missed, or it will accentuate. It will, if there's something that really, I'm having a hard time finding my words right now, but the angel cards either will reiterate a message that has come up multiple times. It really is like, hey, it's the exclamation mark. Or if there's something that I've missed, it'll come out now. So, well, there's the first one. You know what to do. Archangel Uriel says, trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Ooh, remember that? Take action. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Okay? You know what to do. Have faith in that. Believe in yourself. When you know who you are, it makes it easier to act on who you are. Healthy lifestyle. This goes back to that nature, that being that nature child that we called out as part of the collective. Healthy lifestyle. Archangel Raphael says, eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, exercise regularly for optimal health. Take care of you. Okay? I'm really hearing, if there's processed foods, you might want to eliminate that, or maybe not fully eliminate it. It's up to you, but cut down. Also, I'm seeing it's not just about exercising, it's about being out in nature. That's really important for you. And remember how I said there needs to be a balance? Getting enough sleep. You can't go all the time. You need to also give yourself those times of rest. I feel like that really kind of balanced out the taking action and the times of rest. Okay, so next up we have divine order. Archangel Raguel says, everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. This has come up. Remember, the chaos is the illusion. Accept where you are. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. Do you know what underlying order is? It's love. It's love. Look past the fear, see the love. And then we have spread your wings. Archangel Ariel says, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. Time is now. Now is when you get to call in your power. Now is when you get to stand in your truth. Now is when you're going to experience that freedom you deserve. Focus on that. Spread your wings and fly. The time is right. Anyway, thank you for sticking with me through this. I hope it helped give you some guidance. If so, I'd love for you to comment. I'd love to connect with you. Have a beautiful day.